Okay, so now we're going to move on and we're going to do a bit of bat and ball skills. So what I need you to do for me now is I need you to get those 4 pieces of paper that were on the list and I need you to put them on the floor. So as you can see, Joe here has brilliantly put the pieces of paper on the floor. He's got one, he's standing next to one, and he's put another one about 2 meters away from himself. So I'm going to do that now. We're going to get 2 pieces of paper. I'm going to place one on one side and one on the other side. Okay, so get your bat and get your ball. I'm just going to pop the ball on the bat and balance it. I'm going to walk from one piece of paper to the other. Okay, Joe, do you want to show us? That's it, so nice and steady. Joe's going at a nice steady pace, not too fast. And just keeping the ball nice and controlled on the bat, walking from one piece of paper to the other. Okay, so let's try for 30 seconds. Okay, let's go. Nice and steady, from one piece of paper to the other. Try not to drop the ball if you can. Keep it nice and controlled. Okay, great. So now we're going to make that a little bit harder. We're going to keep our 2 pieces of paper on the floor where we can see them. And this time, instead of walking, just balancing the ball, we're going to try and bounce the ball on the bat whilst walking between the pieces of paper. Okay, so try not to bounce the ball too high because that will make it a bit difficult. So keep it nice and steady, nice and low, just controlled bounces. And you're going to walk from one piece of paper to the other. So Joe, go ahead, demonstrate for us. So he's going at a nice pace, not too fast. If you have a look there, you see Joe's not bouncing the ball really high. He's just keeping it nice and close to his bat. Nice and controlled. No need to go, there's no need to sprint. You're just doing nice, gentle walks. Okay, let's try that, everybody, 30 seconds. Nice, steady pace going. Try not to drop the ball. If you find it hard, go a bit slower when you're walking. And drop the ball, don't worry. Keep going, guys. Well done. Try and be as consistent as possible. Oh, you drop the ball, don't worry, just pick it up and keep going. Okay, well done, guys. Great. So now we're going to progress on a little bit further. Okay, Joe? So now we're going to move on. Right, so we're going to progress a little bit further on now. I'm going to make it a little bit more difficult. So we just used 2 pieces of paper there. Now I need you to get the other 2. So you're going to need your 4 pieces of paper. Okay, so gather that for me, guys. Okay. So if you haven't already, make sure you've written your numbers on your pieces of paper. So you have 4 pieces of paper. I need you to write 1 to 4 on those pieces of paper. Okay. If you haven't already, pause the video and just write those on for me. Okay. So as you can see there, Joe's got his square set up. Joe, if you just move the first 2 squares a bit forward a bit, just so we can see.
Sorry?
Just move the first 2 squares forward a little bit. We can't quite see the first 2 squares. The ones closest to the camera. There we go. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, great. So everyone can see there, Joe's got his square of pieces of paper laid out in front of him. Okay, make sure you have the numbers facing upwards so you can see them. And then I want you to position yourself like Joe has, smack bang in the middle of the square. Okay, so you've got your square and you have your 4 pieces of paper in a square marked out beside you. Okay, so you need your bat and your ball again. We're going to balance the ball on our bat. So you're going to stand in the middle. I'm going to call out the numbers and I want you to walk to that square and back to the middle again, balancing the ball on your bat. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate now. I'm going to call up the numbers to Joe and he's going to show you. All right, Joe, so nice and easy. So just balancing the ball on the bat and walk into the number and then back again. All right, Joe, ready? 2. Joe, 2. There we go, I'm back again. That's it, Joe. Okay, 1. So you can see Joe is moving towards the number and back again. 1. Okay, 3. Good. Okay, guys, so we're going to keep going with that. So everybody together now. So I'm going to do it with you. 3. And then back to the middle again. 1. And back again. 4. 2. 3. So guys, keep going. 1. Back to the middle. Good. 4. Back to the middle. 3. Great. Okay, so hopefully you found that okay. Now we're going to take it up to the next level again. So keeping the numbers in the same position. This time you're going to stand in the middle of your square, and whenever I call the numbers, instead of walking to the square, you're going to sidestep. So that might be a little bit more tricky whenever you're trying to keep the ball balanced on your back. So if I call 3, you're going to sidestep to 3, and keep the ball on your back, and then back again, back to the middle again. 4, you sidestep back, and sidestep back to the middle again, trying to keep the ball balanced on your back like that. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate with Joe now. So Joe, I'm going to call the numbers out for you. So Joe, 3. Side steps to 3 and back. 4. 4 and back. See how he's bending his knees. He's doing a nice side step back. Right. 1. Step 2. 2. Good. So try and keep nice and low, bent knees, facing forwards, and we're going to try that now all together. So remember, knees bent, side step, back. Okay, ready? 2. 2. Okay, 3. Oh, have you dropped the ball? Don't worry. Let's put it back. 1. And back. 2. 3. Good, guys. 4. 2. Back. 3. 4. 3. Okay, guys, well done. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the next part of our session. Okay, everybody, now we're going to move on and we're going to do a little accuracy game. So I'm going to hand across to Joe now and he's going to show you how to play our accuracy game. Okay, Joe?
So for this activity, you'll need a handful of balls and the bucket, as you can see there. And then for this one, we'll just be trying to throw the balls into the bucket. And we'll just give that a try. So just do it like this. You just try to throw it in. And once you've thrown all your balls, you need to go pick them all up again. We'll do 5 more of these then. Oh, I missed. Maybe we get that one. So get your balls again. And And then as a bit of an extra challenge, each time you get one in, you need to take a step back. So like this. And each time you need to take another step back. You're going to collect your balls again. So each time, just take a step back. If you miss, don't worry, just start again and keep practicing and you'll improve.
Ooh. Okay, everybody, so have a go at that. Every time you get one in the bucket, take a step back. All right, so now we're going to move on to the next exercise. Thanks, Joe. Okay, everybody, so we're now going to take another step up in this challenge and we're going to progress to the next level. So I'm going to pass back to Joe again and he's going to show you what we're going to do to take this that extra step further. Okay, Joe?
So this time we're going to be using our bat instead of just throwing the ball. You need to have a handful of balls again. And then you're going to hit all the balls into the basket and then try and take a step back. So just to try that now. Go and collect the rest of your balls. Now try it from a step back and see how many you can get in. If you miss, don't worry, just go and collect them again and try again. So now that you've tried that a few times, just to mix it up, if you want to get your creative bat. So now the same thing, just start at the start again and then try and see how many out of the balls you have you can get in and see how that compares to with your normal bat. So if you want to start. So one last time then, let's see how many we can get in.
How many did you get, Joe? I only got one. See if you guys can do better than one. Great. Okay, thanks, Joe. So we're going to move on now and move on to the next activity.